Annie, hey everyone, Bev, everyone. So one more time, thank you so much everyone for rolling in so early. Thank you everyone for coming in so early. Jessica, thank you. It's a great group of people today, so I'm not surprised that y'all are here to check them out. So, one last time, you're all here for Bev. I'm not gonna do the ones in the comments for who people are here for. I don't want. We're here for the camaraderie, right? We're here for the friendship. Thanks for the favor. All right. Before we get cracking, I always do this announcement a couple times. I'm going to do it several more times out here. While I'm running through announcements, while I'm doing the interviews, while I'm talking with everyone, thank you so much for the favor. I rarely break, especially during the conversations. I do not break. If you were here last week, 4 red carpets got dropped. Your boy may have put a little sweat on his forehead, but he did not break. He didn't. He kept it in line. Okay, stayed in the lane. Stay in the lane. If you want, if you want to try and break me, dropping a couple crowns is a road to get you there. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and get going with some of the announcements. Talking a little bit. First announcement. I'm required by my boss at my real job to watch Grey's Anatomy. That's my first announcement. So I'm telling you all right now that you can come to these live streams and I'm gonna say, I've got PTSD. Thanks to the crowd. I'm serious. I hear like Game of Thrones is action-packed version of action-packed version of Grey's. Because apparently everyone dies in Grey's Anatomy. Thank you for the cash. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's just a quick announcement that I will be watching Grey's Anatomy. On to the real announcements. Save the date for VidCon. 7-Eleven from 7 to 11. So that's July. Wow. Is Turk here? I see the cash coming down. I got to do like the twerk thing, right? All right. So save the day for VidCon. So July 11th, 7-Eleven from 7 to 11. VidCon is going to be extra lit because Meet Me is putting on a fantastic rooftop party that's going to feature a custom dance floor. We need tunes again. Hold on. Custom dance floor, alcohol, party favors, a little something extra that hasn't even been talked about yet. So if you're planning to go to VidCon or if you're on the fence about VidCon, there will be Capri Suns potentially. If you're there, I will personally make sure that I'm bringing the Capri Suns. Thank you so much for the roses. All right, so we've talked about VidCon several times. If you missed it last week, Jim B, he's one of the leaders at the Meet Group. Jim B came on last week and talked about VidCon and some of the things that Meet Me will be doing. If you've never met Jim B or met the Meet Me crew, they're an awesome group of people. I don't just say that because of the opportunities. I say that because I've hung out with them and they probably like to get themselves in trouble. I cannot confirm or deny some of the things that I have seen them do. Specifically 2 of them. All right, so we talked about save the date for VidCon. First day of summer contest, Friday, June 21st. That's this Friday. They are doing top 10 males, top 10 females. So again, that's going to be 20 winners. Top 10 males, top 10 females who get the most sun gifts. So similar to the avocados, similar to the pillows, similar to the macarons or macarons or macahudidits. I'm not sure how to say it. I've heard 1,000 examples. Yeah, there they are still. Thank you so much for those. So top 10 males, top 10 females. They're doing a rebate on the gifts, so spam them. Spam the gifts as an incremental give back. So the more you gift someone, the more you get back, right? So check it out awesome opportunity to not only gift someone, but get a little bit back so that you can keep gifting. Hustle. It's all about the hustle. So check it out. First day of summer contest. That's this Friday, the 21st. They're also currently in the middle of contest. So have you taken some time to update your set? Like, see, I obviously have. It's been the same set for the show since February. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. This is for everyone. You don't need to be a top streamer to win this contest. And in fact, there's 3 opportunities to win it. I'm going to tell you about it. Most creative is getting a prize. Most festive is getting a prize. So there's 3 chances to win. All of you out there, put a little sunshine in your life, get a little summer stream going. You can win. You'll get featured on Meet Me's Instagram. You'll get featured on Meet Me's Twitter. It's something really cool. Blah, blah. Thank you. All right, so that's the best summer stream setup, jargon. That's going on from the 17th to June 21st. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Friday, June 21st to Monday, we've got another weekend contest. You know these well. It's another rundown of top prize gets $2K, $2,000 for first place. And if you're like, I already know who's gonna win first place, why would I participate in this? Why would I do this contest? Because they're paying out to top 16, and top 6 and above are getting $1,000 in diamonds. $1,000 in diamonds. That's for the top 6. They're paying out the top 16. Don't forget at the same time that I love you very much. Thank you so much for that. $1,000, yes, from 6th place on up. That's a lot of room. There's more than 1,000. It increases. So there's 1,000 and more than that. Check out the banner so that you know I'm not pulling your leg. All right, it's a lot of the dineros. That's right, Jake. So, all right. There's a lot of things going on this weekend, just like last weekend. So make sure that you strap into your streaming chairs and get going. Real quick, every week, I like to show love and make sure that I promote the other shows that are on Meet Me. So this is one of them, but what other content, what other shows are regularly occurring that you can go check out? Let's talk about it. Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You've got good old Name That Tune with Maddie Sings. What's Maddie do? What does Maddie Sings possibly do? Tune in to see who Maddie is and what she is doing on Maddie Sings. Maybe you have a guess. I can tell you there's a game that involves singing and prizes. And I basically painted the picture. Maddie sings. She sings on her stream. Okay. Yeah. No, she does not do that, Kay. No. Or maybe she does. If that gets you to go view, you just might be disappointed. Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ciao. That right there. Suited Up with Chris. That's what you're watching right now. Every week, I bring on top streamers, content creators, influencers on the app, people who I hope to introduce you to improve their streams, get more viewers, and spread around some love. Let's keep Meet Me a community, right? It's about that bond. Yeah, that one. All right, sure. Thursdays. It's Talent Team Thursday. What could that mean? Right? Yeah. Talent Team Thursday is put on by Meet Me Official. All right. Meet Me comes on and they talk about contests. They talk about who got their badge the previous week. They do rumor busting sometimes or myth busting, where you may, like, for example, there's been rumors before that the minimum to get your badge was going to increase to 5 mil. That was rumor busted. They busted that rumor on Talent Team Thursday. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it out. They do it every Thursday. Did you catch last week's? That was an interesting one with Tabitha. That may have been the first time all of you met Tabitha. She did a great job. She brought a different flavor to it than we've seen before. Definitely worth checking out if Tabitha is there again. She might do it again this week. What is Tabitha doing this week? We don't know. Fridays, though. Fridays, you get not one, not two, but 3 shows. You get Try This with Donna Diamond, where she does dares. You get Fit with Allie and Ashley. They teach you how to get VidCon bod ready or squats. You tell me. And then finally, first up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Painting with Mia. We can't forget Mia. Mia is a real talent. She can not only dazzle you with her I don't know, what's the term, with the makeup and the things, all right? She not only can paint her face right, but she paints portraits. She's like a glamour icon and a painter and a She's really good. So make sure you check her out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. All right. That's about it for announcements. So I'm going to say this one more time, and we're going to bring on our first guest, okay? Hey, everyone. My name's Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're here for the first time to just check out and see what Suited Up is, or you're here because you want to support a streamer. I thank you very much for joining. Please do not take offense if I do not thank you for any gifting or comments that you do. These conversations we put work into and we talk about ahead of time. And I like to make sure that they know that they're valued and that I can give them as much attention as possible. So for that reason, I do not thank for gifts, and I let them roll off my shoulders. Ciao, ciao. Right? Right. Okay. So for our first guest, this is a gentleman who has made quite the impact on Meet Me since he started on Meet Me. He's got the whole world in his hands. Wait, no, time out. This is not who this. Don't request the box. You tricked me. I just almost got goofed. So, this is a show. No, stop. Don't do that. There was one person requesting the box. I said, here you go, person. And you guys were going to get not No Bro World. He would have been strapped into the hot seat. So for our first guest on the show, we are requesting No Bro World, FYI, if you're not hanging around, sir. No, I appreciate you trying to request the box, anyone who was. But for you guys, I should have known. Now I got to scroll through a list and figure out where he is. Okay, let me push up my reading glasses. This first guest has made an impact since he first started. You can say he has the whole world in his hands, or maybe, no, bro, the world is in your hands. Everyone, welcome to the backs for our first guest tonight. No Bro Blinking Icon Backs World. No Bro World. No Bro World, can you exit the box? Yeah, the box just got broken from all the box spam. I literally have like a bajillion boxes going right now. There it is. All right. I'm not going to repeat the canned introduction that I had of you've got the whole world in your hands. Everyone, please welcome to the backs, the BAXXXXXXX. Our first guest tonight, No Bro World. We're going to keep the music going. It's always technical difficulties in the beginning. Yeah? It's always technical difficulties in the beginning. Okay. No Bro World. Go ahead and leave and come back, and we'll go ahead and start you back up. Jim B, I was just talking about you, my guy. I was just talking about you. Oh my gosh, RIP. I have so many requests. You guys have been really well behaved for this. All right, there it is. All right. Third time's the charm, right? Please welcome to the backs, our first guest tonight. Sprinkle a little magic. It's gonna work this time. This is my magic. Thank you for the bubbles. I might have to restart. The box is broken. We'll try it one more time. No, bro, can you leave and come back? And we'll try it one more time. Let me just sweat it out in this tie for a second. Otherwise, I can test it out with our second guest and see if it might be a connection issue. Oh no, we won't do intros all over. We'll just snap right into it. All right, hang on. Let me see real quick. Yeah. No, I feel lucky. This is the first week that it has done this, so that's pretty good. Thank you. So the guests tonight, for those of you who don't know who are going to be on tonight, we've got No Bro World, we've got Bev, we've got Jay Smooth, aka Dom Daddy Joe. So a lot of great people tonight. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, one more time. 15th time the charm, yeah? Welcome to the, yeah!
There we go.
Hey! We did it!
How are you doing?
You and I, we just did it together.
Hey, Trevor. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? What's up, everyone? How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great. I'm doing a lot better right now. See, that the secret is that I'm wearing multiple layers. That way you can't tell how hard I was just sweating. Because
I was trying to screen record. So if someone wants to screen record for me, maybe that was the issue.
Oh, that could have been part of it. We do have someone who screen records these. So awesome. If you want the clip of it, I can ask him for the clip of it.
Okay, perfect.
No, which thank you for wanting to capture this, because I'm definitely looking forward to this conversation. I know you have a very unique perspective on things, which you prepped me with, which I'm always appreciative of. But for anyone who's never met you, can you start us out by just saying where you're from, how you downloaded Meet Me?
Okay, so I'm from California, and I've been broadcasting for over 3 years, but I was invited to Meet Me with my best friend, Trevor Tomlinson. He's in the chat somewhere. About 4 months ago. And Trevor was like, let's try Meet Me. And I was like, I don't know. I've never heard of this. I don't know about this. But we gave it a go, and could not be happier with the app. An amazing community, and just a really, really happy with the app.
Right on. So you said you've done broadcasting for 3 years. Prior to broadcasting, did you have any sort of interest in doing social media or content creation, anything like that?
Yes, I love social media. I have done YouTube, Instagram primarily over the last couple years, but live streaming is my true passion.
Right on. What got you interested in that? Why was content creation the path that you wanted to take?
I like having an audience to be able to share what's going on in my life, and just I love having an audience to talk to.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we're hinting on it right now, so let's just dive right into it. You have not just a live stream that you do, but you almost have this entire ecosystem of content creation and messaging that you do. So the big question is, what is No Bro World?
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna back away slowly because it's a loaded question to say that. But take it away, Maestro. What is no bro?
Okay, so no bro world. The best way to explain no bro world is with a photo, which I should have already had pulled up. But basically, my my cousin and his best friend, whenever one of them would say to the other one, like, hey, let's do this, or let's do this, and it was a stupid idea, the other one would say, no bro. And anyways, I have a photo on Instagram. Let me pull it up. Basically, I think this will explain it the best.
The anticipation's killing me.
I'm sorry, I should have had
No, it's like, it's my face, your face. I've got this photo. Okay, so there it is. There's a photo.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
I was about to give up, but my best friend said, no, bro. So basically, it's just about encouraging your best friends, anyone, to not give up in life and do their best. So, yep, I was about to give up, but my best friend said, no, bro.
Okay. Now, I would like to put some more context around that, because that quote sounds like the beginning of something that's going to be profound, but they don't quite know what they want to say yet. Like, no, bro.
Yes. Okay.
There's got to be something that comes after no, bro. It's like something you could say. Do you want Taco Bell? No, bro. So where's the like?
Okay, so not to make it sad, you guys, not to make it sad, because no bro is definitely all about positivity. But as I said, my cousin John and his best friend Chris would always say no bro to each other because my cousin was suicidal for a lot of his life. And whenever he would talk about suicide, his friend would say, no bro. But unfortunately, one day, my cousin did commit suicide, and my friend and I...
It's just a little bit of static. Go ahead and keep going.
Okay, so my friend and I, or my cousin's friend and I, became friends after his suicide, and we wanted to just bring awareness to this epidemic. Oh my Lord, big finger. And so we looked up a name for a website, and of course, No Bro World was taken, No Bro was taken, nobro.com was taken, but No Bro World, we thought that's perfect, No Bro World. And so the name has just kind of stuck ever since then.
Yeah, where does the world aspect of it fit in? Was it just because the domain wasn't taken, or?
Well, it's because it's for everyone. You know, honestly, suicide is a worldwide epidemic, and it's for everyone. You know, it's about encouraging your friends to not give up in life.
Mm-hmm. So where's the journey? Let's talk about the journey of the development. It's not like, so I'm very sorry about your loss, number one. But number two, taking that and memorializing it and building and making something out of it to be preventative or helpful, it didn't just happen overnight. So how did that go from, or did it start did this start prior to your family member's passing, or was it in response to it? I guess where did the concept start?
It was in response to it. It was in response to it.
Okay.
And let me look at the questions that you gave me. Yeah, so it was in response to it. And so my friend and I were trying to drive traffic to our website, and we tried, advertising on Google and Instagram and whatnot, but we downloaded a live streaming app, and we found that was a great way to just bring a lot of awareness to just be able to connect with a lot of people very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up meeting Trevor Tomlinson 3 years ago, over 3 years ago, on another app, which is garbage. And he and I have developed a very good friendship. He is now my best friend. And, you know, we encourage each other. You know, we encourage each other to broadcast. You know, we work together on Instagram, on Snapchat, on live streaming, everything.
Yeah. But talking, so we're a little bit ahead in the story there, because I checked out your website and I checked out the YouTube that you have.
Okay.
For someone who is looking to begin that journey of creating that social media ecosystem or covering all the fronts, because this isn't just a singular instance for each part. Each part connects and is part of this no bro world branding. I'll call it, is it fair? Would you call it fair to say it's a brand?
Absolutely, it's a brand.
Yeah. So how does it start from being the idea to getting the website to now growing? You said you did the live streaming. What resonated with people? What was your messaging? How did you get it out there?
Well, I had never done art before in my life, and my friend and I realized that art was very therapeutic, and so I started painting, and that helped me go through the process of healing. Just being creative, you know, painting slows down your mind because, you know, you have to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't really understand the question.
Well, my question was, what started to resonate with people? So when you started, because many people try, but it's difficult to get the momentum once you do start trying. And so essentially, I was asking what it was that hit for people, or what did you find connected with people that made it so that you were able to grow?
What I think connected with people was that honestly, a lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety. A lot of people, everyone puts on a face, but you know, even I myself do suffer sometimes from depression and anxiety. And just being real with people and talking about, you know, just being real with people. A lot of people connect with that. A lot of people have either have known someone. I think probably everyone in this room has probably known someone, or at least, has probably known someone who has committed suicide. And you guys, I'm not reading the comments either. I apologize.
So, so the subject matter that you tackle is pretty heavy, and streaming is known for having a high turnaround rate or high burnout rate. People start, they do it for a month or two, they quit. So how have you been able to juggle not only keeping up streaming, but also every time tackling something as heavy as depression, suicide, etc.?
Well, okay. The first question, have I been able to keep up with streaming, is because of my best friend, Trevor, you know, and because of my fans. You know, let me just, you know, Trevor, sometimes I will be in a horrible mood and I will not feel like streaming. And, you know, Trevor will call me, or I'll call Trevor and I'll say, hey, I'm having a really bad day. And, you know, he will just encourage me, you know, go live. Like, your fans are waiting for you. You make people happy. And vice versa. You know, Trevor will be having a bad day, or, you know, have gone through a breakup or something's going on in his life. And, you know, we keep each other accountable. Accountability is huge. Like, I would not have with Trevor, and I would probably say the same. Let me just read some of the comments that I've gotten in my DMs. Keep it up, man. You make people's day, and that's special for someone to be able to have to be in such a position that's able to heal people from around the world. So just be you and keep it real. And then here's another one. You legit made my terrible night into something special. I truly hurt by losing my client, but also he was my friend. Everything about you is pure, positive, intoxicated energy, and I wish there were tons of you out there, not only on live stream, but the world. It needs more of you. Thank you for everything you do and your vibes and just everything. So, when I get comments like that in my DMs or people in the chat, make a comment like, I was having a horrible day and I came and I watched your broadcast, or I watch your broadcast every day because I'm going through a hard time in my life and you make me happy. That's what keeps me going. Trevor keeps me going and my fans keep me going. And yeah, so that's pretty much what keeps me going.
Well, something's coming exciting with you and Trevor, correct?
Yes. Okay. One other thing I was going to say is Trevor keeps me going. My fans keep me going. I forgot what else I was going to say. But yes. That's what I was going to say. Okay. So in 2016, after my cousin committed suicide, I ended up moving to Hawaii from San Diego to Hawaii to live with my cousin's best friend, Christian. Mm-hmm. He was in extreme pain, and I was in extreme pain also. And I had to get out of San Diego because, I was the one who found my cousin, and I needed a complete change of environment. And I feel like Christian needed a friend as well. So I ended up moving to Hawaii with Christian, who was married, and we started No Bro World. However, Christian and I, we don't really talk much anymore. He has his own substance abuse problems, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I was in a really dark place. I was in a very dark place. Even in Hawaii, after months after my cousin's death, I was in a very dark place. And one day I was scrolling through the trending board on a live streaming app, and I saw Trevor. I clicked on Trevor's broadcast, and he was so nice to me. He was so nice to everybody in his chat, and I would watch him every day from the moment he started until the moment he ended. And it gave me comfort. It gave me comfort, and it was very therapeutic to me. So I am so happy. And I was a small broadcaster. I had hardly any fans, and I wanted to grow, and I looked up to Trevor because he is so talented and so good with his audience, and I learned so much from him. But I am very happy to now be in the same position that Trevor was, and have people that are going through hard times in their life be able to come and watch my broadcast. I don't talk about the meaning of No Bro World in my broadcast because people are coming to have fun. We play games, we do trivia, we do treasure drops. I show people the photo a lot. When people say, what does No Bro World mean? I'll say, I was about to give up, but my best friend said no, bro. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy to be in a position to be able to have people come and watch me daily and just have fun and be inspired and feel loved, because I do love my fans. I love my fans so much. And so, yeah, now I am in the position that Trevor was in, and I'm able to bring people and just give them a good time and give them love. Yeah. And yes, what is exciting with Trevor and I is that we have been best friends. Well, we have known each other for over 3 years. Like I said, I went into his broadcast one day and I started watching him every single day, and it was very healing for me just to watch someone so positive and energetic and happy, and so appreciative of all of their fans. And so we have known each other for 3 years, but we have been best friends for 2 years, and we are social media business partners. We work together on, we literally spend hours on the phone thinking of ideas for our broadcasts, thinking of ways to create great content. And however, after 3 years, we've never met in person. And America, specifically California, it's also always been his dream to go to VidCon. And so a couple months ago, we thought, well, maybe. Thank you, Audrey. You guys, I'm reading. I'm literally not looking at the screen at all.
No, that's
literally not looking at the screen at all.
This is the quietest I've ever been for one of these conversations. You're doing an awesome job, and you have a lot of great information to share with
Well, I'm just so excited to be able to meet my best friend in person.
Yeah.
And you guys, my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Snapchat is in my bio. I would love for you guys to take a screenshot of my bio, and take a screenshot of Trevor's bio, because we are going to be making YouTube videos. And I'm telling you, Trevor and I have the most amazing friendship. He is, I've been through a lot of friends in my life, and a true friend is very, very hard to find. There's so many people that will be your friend when you've got money and when you're popping and when everything is good. But when you're broke and you're depressed and, you feel like crap, that's when you know who your true friends are, because your fake friends, when you don't have any money, when you're broke, when you're depressed, they're not there for you. Trevor has been there for me through everything. And so, yeah, we're gonna be creating YouTube videos of two best friends meeting for the first time ever. We are exclusive to Meet Me. We love Meet Me. It is such a blessing. Meet Me has been the best decision that I've made in my social media career.
So just to there's a ton of things we could talk about, and I would honestly love to hear them. But just for the sake of time's sake, I'd like to rapid fire off some questions for you, just while they're top of mind that people might be interested in knowing. So number one, what is that behind you?
Okay, this is the No Bro World Wall of Fame. Oh, and Audrey, I don't know if Audrey's still in here, but Audrey, I have your name finished. You guys, if people send a certain amount of diamonds in my broadcast, I will paint your name and I will put it on the No Bro World Wall of Fame. Every single one of these names takes me approximately an hour to paint. And I love having my fans behind me. I love seeing my fans' names every single day. So this is what I call the No Bro World Wall of Fame. These are all of my fans, and Audrey, like I said, there you go, Audrey. That's for you, and I also sent you one in the mail.
Audrey in infamy. She's in the No Bro World Wall of Fame. Check that out.
She is going on the No Bro World Wall of Fame. Yes, Village Kev is up there. My best friend Trevor up there. Giebser, the one that recruited Trevor and I to the app. So yeah, this is the No Bro World Wall of Fame.
Good old Gabe. He's a good guy.
Well, he recruited two best friends and two really good broadcasters. Like I said, Trevor has been broadcasting for over 4 years on 3 different platforms. Meet Me now. I've been broadcasting for over 3 years, so we bring a lot of experience to Meet Me.
Sure, sure, sure. So again, with those rapid fire questions, this is going to be a big one, but if you can do your best to consolidate it or tuck it around as best you can. Um, your fans and your friends and your live family seem to be a very giving group. Um, what has been a lesson or something that has been a takeaway from your experience in live broadcasting?
Everybody needs love. I mean, honestly, I think that's the thing that people crave the most is just love and acknowledgement. You guys, if you haven't followed my best friend Trevor, that top badge down there, please click on his name and give him a follow. Please follow Trevor. Trevor, if you can spam some hearts or something, you guys, please follow my best friend Trevor.
We'll have
But
to
yeah,
we'll have to get Trevor on here and hear his side of the story.
yes.
So yeah, so going on with what you were saying.
Everybody needs love. Everybody needs appreciation. And if you give people love and appreciation and you get to know them, you can create amazing friendships. I mean, it's incredible that, my best friend, which I talk to every day on the phone, and I have for 3 years met from a live streaming app. I've seen people get married from broadcasting apps. I mean, this is a new form of social media, and it's just an amazing way to connect with people, and just never judge someone, you guys. Never judge someone, because real quick, Trevor, when I first came into his broadcast and I was an aspiring broadcast, and I told him that, like, I wanted to be a broadcaster like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's told me that he used to think like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, but here we are 3 years later, and clearly, Trevor, I proved you wrong. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it worked out pretty well. So, are there any last tidbits that you'd like to share? There's obviously so much more that we could talk about, and I'd love to cover it on a future conversation. But as far as this conversation goes, is there any last tidbit or something that you'd like to share besides when you go live? After plug when you go live, but any last words that you'd like to share?
well, I really appreciate Meet Me. I really love the people that run Meet Me. I'm so blessed to be here. You guys, I would love for you to come check out my broadcast. What you asked me one question: what can they expect when they come to my broadcast? They can
Mhm.
expect
Yeah.
they can expect trivia. I play trivia every broadcast. The winner gets a rainbow in their messages. I play a dice game where I have a piece of paper that has a bunch of dice, and once all those dice get rolled, I will lip sing whatever song anybody wants. I've lip sing the most embarrassing songs ever. Material Girl by Madonna, and
Yeah.
I kissed a girl and I liked it, and just all of this crazy stuff, you guys. But you can expect lip singing, you can expect trivia, you can expect treasure drops, you can expect positivity. You guys, I do have No Bro World stickers. I've mailed out over 100 stickers. So if you guys want a sticker, if you want your name painted, I really would love to get to know you guys. And I'm sorry, like I said, I haven't been reading any of the comments. Yes, Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
Very nice. All right. And when can people catch you live? Or do you go live daily?
I go live every single day, starting at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right. So in just a few hours here.
Yes.
Oh wait, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm cutting into your time. Well,
I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be here.
well, I'm really excited that you came on. I'd love to talk to you again. If anyone has not favored No Bro World and you've liked the content, you like his messaging and the thing they shared, that or his pal Trevor in the comments. Make sure that you give them a favorite so you can see their trivia and their love and support and dedication to others. So one time for No Bro World. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Awesome job. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes. All right. Man, what a solid conversation, man. A lot of good content there to unpack. It's like anytime that happens, it feels like when you're walking on the bus with someone and and you're like parallel with them. So before we get on to the next guest, real quick, if you're a badge or you're green and I haven't favorited you and made you red, I'll do that. Sorry. Comments, right? If you were a gifter, thank you so much for gifting. Big Fingers, Mike, Tatted, Audrey, thank you so much for that top 3 right there. Make sure you give that top 3 some love. Thank you so much to all of you, very much. So one more time, I don't think or read comments while we're doing these conversations out of respect to the people in the backs. It's how we roll through here, yeah? All right, so for our next guest, he's someone I was recently acquainted with. Real swell gentleman, right? Many of you know him. He's the suave gent himself, Mr. Bev. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Can you hear me? Make a good point.
Look, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. I'm sorry. I had to do that. That was requested for a lot of people. I'm sorry, Chris. That had to happen.
It's all right. No, you did a good job. What
I held it longer than normal.
Gave away was static. So it was almost perfect. Your face was very straight. Like I almost didn't know.
It's hard. It's usually hard. You know what I mean? It's really hard in my chat when everybody's, commenting, is he frozen? It's kind of tough. My connection cuts out sometimes, so we have it happen.
Right. Okay. Well, I like the flag in the background and the suited up. You're looking very official. If I didn't know better, I'd say someone's running for president.
I mean, it is called suited up for a reason, right? You know what I mean? It's come to show the press, and you get dressed up. I get dressed up. A lot of people in my life never see me like this ever. The most they see me was going out for a couple of drinks with friends. Right. But other than that, it's usually in my truck at work, waiting.
Cool. Well, let's crack into it. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
For another streamer who was on the show last week, Turk. So I understand that you know Turk in real life and you two are close.
So funny thing, let's get into how I got introduced to the app. A friend of mine in the business that I work in, he's actually my competition. I was sitting next to him and he was on this app. Now, he was on the app, like, talking to people. I'm like, I was kind of curious because I come from Twitch. I stream on Twitch. I play Xbox. I've been streaming on Twitch 3 years. So I'm familiar with streaming. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. He's like, yeah, you can roast people. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you can literally just talk crap to people all day. You know what I mean? I'm like, that sounds like right up my alley. Like I love doing that. I love talking about people, joking, laughing, and I sit in my truck all day and do nothing and wait for fires because I do fire restoration.
Is the burn down?
Not necessarily, but it happens anyway in the city of Philadelphia a lot because of row homes and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. People that have fires, it's tragic. They lose everything and it's bad. So what I do is I come in afterwards and I assist them in with their insurance company and getting their house back together. So with that being said, I sit in my truck. Not a fire happens all the time, and I started roasting people. So
there's a lot of pyro references, roasting people. Fire.
No, nobody said anything on fire, please. You know what I mean? And the funny part is, my favorite gift on here is the fire.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that gift. So one night, like the second night I got on it, I searched nearby.
Okay.
Like, nearby. I was in bed. I'm like, oh, this is cool, nearby. And Turk's face came up first. I didn't know Turk. I clicked on his name. I went in there, and it's the first live I ever talked in. I put hi. And it said Bev215. And he's like, Bev? I know a Bev. Well, I know of a Bev. And he went right on Facebook and found me on Facebook. And his brother actually works for me.
Really?
So I got in with Turk, and then he started roasting, and I started getting in with Turk. You know what I mean? Turk's my friend now, and I met Turk on Meet Me. Turk, I consider one of my best friends now.
So Turk didn't introduce you to the app. It was someone who was your competition?
Yeah, for work.
Okay, got it. So you go from watching someone to nearby, and then you see Turk.
Yeah, I never went live yet.
Oh, you hadn't gone live yet?
I never went live yet. I was only in chats, I just got the app. I didn't really know anything. Turk talked me into going live. Okay. And then we went from there.
So what were your expectations when you downloaded the app? Did you think you were going to grow a low profile? What? So
I never been on a dating app ever. Not Plenty of Fish, not any of that. I was in a relationship for 7 years. I've never been on a dating app. So I came on here because I was bored and I wanted to roast people. It was something to do at work besides, watch people on Twitch or play on Facebook. It started occupying my time. Okay. Then I started meeting people. Okay. But it was just a hobby type thing. So then I started meeting people and I started building a community, or I started getting in with Turk's community, and everybody started to like me and I started to like everybody. And now I think I've been on the app 2 months and look how many people are here for me. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that is here, that came out. I appreciate you, every one of you. Yeah.
Well, no, every one of you is it some Philly? Before doing Meet Me, had you done any sort of, you said Facebook, but any sort of content creation or anything like that?
Nah, not anything like on Instagram or Facebook. I still have my personal Instagram. I still have my personal Facebook. I don't try to give out. But the main thing I was on was Twitch. I play Xbox. I had a nice little community on Xbox. We had just like kind of like Meet Me is. Everybody supports each other.
What's your game of choice?
I started out on PUBG. Well, I started out on Call of Duty when I was like young, but then I started at PUBG. Now I'm on Apex. Mm-hmm. I go from there. But a lot of my friends switched over to PC, and now Meet Me kind of took over.
Got it. Yeah, I'm garbage at gaming, so I'm always envious of people who can stream gaming and do that.
I'll show you my setup if you want.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. I'm actually proud of it, so I show it off anytime I can.
Please.
So you have the monitor over there,
and
then Xbox. And then that would be Twitch. See, Meet Me is a lot easier than Twitch because you don't have scenes and stuff like that. Like, I have starting stream, stuff of that nature.
Yeah. So you were able to adapt what you've done for Twitch. Pretty cool. So the response for you was pretty fast. You're currently sitting at how many diamonds?
2.6 today I hit.
The 2.6, nearly 3 million diamonds. You have more millions than months, which obviously, if you were to hit 1 million a month, my logic, okay, it checks out, whatever. Anyway, the point is that in 2 months, you've cleared almost 3 million diamonds.
And
how does that feel?
I love it, and I love it for one reason. I really don't like to be gifted. Okay. And I tell my live, I don't really like to be gifted. I only like to be gifted in battles with friends. or in random battles. I enjoy people gifting me sniping, battling my friends. Now I built a following on here, and I battle people every day. You know what I mean? We build a friendship. I talk to these people every single day.
Sure.
So, we battle, people drop, I go and snipe for them people. I have vendettas with people, like we have, it's like a game, and I love being a troll. It's a good time. I'm all about laughing. I don't like the drama that goes on to meet me. I try to exclude myself from it. I try to distance it. It's always going to find you when you're doing good on here, and I understand that. So, with that being said, I try to distance myself from it. So I try to support everybody that supports me. I never took a cash out yet. I don't need it. I just give back to anybody that gives back to me. You know what I mean? I try to spread the love as much as I can.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's talk about those battles, because that is your favorite part. I know you do a little bit of roasting. So how sad are you that the roast feature?
When they took out the roast features, I was at 1.8. I was at probably about 1,800 wins.
Okay.
That was what, almost a month ago?
I'd say it's been close to a month that they took.
I only have 2,000 wins. I don't battle randoms anymore. It's a whole bunch of Indians that are, doing weird things. It's just not my cup of tea. Everybody's like sensitive in there. They're not taking it as a roast anymore. Like when I was able to, when I searched the roast and I was roasting somebody and they would get mad, I would say, look, man, like it's a roast.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want? I start talking like what? And it got to a point to where I see my chat laughing, so I keep going with it,
Sure. To be honest, the first real conversation that Turk and I had done comedy, and I come in, and he just immediately started going for my throat, and I just sat there like a helpless person.
So I mean,
I was sitting there like,
whatever you do, man, please do not roast Chris. I said, all right, I won't. But you definitely look like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. That's all. I only get one out. All right, I had to. I'm sorry.
He was inventive and a child star, so I'll take it.
I mean, it's a win-win. It was like a dry but funny.
So for those who are still trying to roast, what are the secrets to roast? How do you approach roasting someone?
Just go with the first thing you see. Whatever comes to mind, just float with it. I personally can be mean sometimes. I can take it easy on people. It's just a vary of how the other person is or what they're giving me back. You know what I mean? I can spin it off of them. I don't really have a filter, and that probably might be why I don't have a badge right now, but I'm okay with it. I mean, I've been grinding. I've been trying to get the badge. It is what it is.
Okay.
But I like to laugh. It's an outlet. Just like what's the name was saying before this. It really is an outlet for depression, for things that are going on in the real life. You know what I mean? You can come on here, and people that are having a bad day come in. You know what I mean? And they've come out of my live and said, Bev, thank you so much for making me laugh today. You know what I mean? And it feels good as a person. Like, damn, I made someone else's day today. You know what I mean? And I enjoy that.
Yeah, it does a lot, and you seem to have a very cool head around it as to how you're taking the reception of people watching you. What are the next steps as far as do you have any live goals? Do you just want to keep making friends? You said you shot for the badge.
I mean, the ultimate goal as a streamer on here, I feel like, is to get a badge. Number one is because I stream every day. You know what I mean? I'm on here faithfully, religiously every day, and I'm talking to everybody. So the goal is to get a badge. But at the end of the day, I would have to say the goal is to make people happy. You know what I mean? If I can make somebody else happy by talking to them all day, or they can make me happy by telling me that I'm handsome, then Then let's go.
Yeah.
I love Miami. Miami for president.
Break them down, and you seem to be good at that too. So, hey, I applaud you for being able to both sides of it. Yeah.
I try, but you know, a good troll is always in the repertoire.
Okay, it's a different perspective. So you game, you live stream. What else has life gotten so far? Busy with?
No, number one is my son. I have a 2-year-old. He comes first, but after that, paintball. Have you ever been paintball?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a big paintballer. To be
Really? So do you know
I don't
anything
know
about that?
Airsoft and paintball. Mm-hmm.
So did you ever play paintball competitive?
No.
So I play paintball competitive.
Okay.
So that's what I do. I'm on a paintball team. We have a national event coming to Philadelphia this week. It's actually Friday. It'll be broadcasted on Twitch. Us playing. It's a huge event. Paintball is a professional sport. You know what I mean? There are pros that go and travel the world and play paintball. The tournament that we're in this week there's only 4 all year round in the paintball season, and it travels. It goes to Vegas, Florida, somewhere on the East Coast up north, like Philly. It was in Atlantic City last year, and Dallas. They're all the national events.
Okay. How did you get started in doing paintball?
I did it as a kid in Philly. Philly, it's legal. So me and a couple friends at about like 12 years old, we grabbed a couple paintball guns from over the bridge. We came over, we shot the shit out of each other in a field, and it was the best thing we ever did in our life. You know what I mean? So that's where I started. And then I came back to it, and now I'm just addicted.
Okay. When did you pick it back up?
About a year before my son was born, and then once my son was born, I let it go again until this year.
So you've done it 3 years-ish, like breaks.
You won't, Miami. I'll love you forever. I'm sorry. So, say that again.
I said you've been doing paintball about 3 years-ish.
Yeah, 3 years. So there's divisions in paintball.
I didn't even consider that ever being a possibility. I did not ever consider that even being a possibility. Please stand by. You know, Miami, I thought we had a thing. I thought we were friends. I thought we were boys, you know, with everything. I can't even find it. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, so in case you missed.
Yeah, I love Miami. I'm sorry, Chris.
I hit him with the Chris clap. I hit him with the.
Oh my God, unblock him.
It was a solid.
Well, listen, Chris. You know what though? In all fairness, that you got victimized. I deserve that.
No, it's fine. It's good content. It's good content.
Because I kick a lot of people, and
I did unblock Miami.
All right, cool. So where were we at?
Paintball in 3 years. Hang on. Let me all right, here. You got it on you.
Thanks, Miami, for getting me bouncer in his live. I appreciate that.
You've got a shield on you now. So for those the reason Bev disappeared is because someone kicked him from the live, and somehow in all of my wisdom, I've never considered that as being a possibility of the person getting interviewed. Question: how do you get Chris to break the interview? How do you get red carpets don't work? How do you possibly? You can spam crowns and it'll just sweat a bit. But how do you do it? You kick the person that's getting.
So that next Wednesday, you better make whoever you go in there bouncer.
They all get shields. All right.
No, nobody will ever get kicked again. It's only me because, like I said, I'm a troll and I live to troll.
That was a good troll. That was a good troll.
Oh God.
You said you've been paintballing for 3 years.
Yeah.
Ish. And you used to do it as kids, but how did you get back into it, the point of that you said, yo, it's not enough to just like weekends go shoot each other up. Like, I want to do this.
So my boy that I grew up with since, I didn't play paintball with him when I was younger, but we've been playing Xbox since Call of Duty 4, game battles, a long time, since we were in high school. I went to grade school with him. He's like, yo, I'm going paintball, and I'm on a paintball team, but we go to a field where they have 2 fields to where you can play in the woods. We'll play in the woods with everybody else. You can rent, you can use my cousin's gun and play. So we played that, and I did it for the first week, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. And then I came out to his practice the next week, and I watched them play on speedball. Speedball is a confined course that's only 70 yards. 60 yards each way. That's how big the paintball field is. So it's very close. It's very fast. It's very strategic. There's a lot to it that people don't realize. So I did that the first time, and I fell in love after that. And it's just the best. Number one, I don't like going to the gym. You know what I mean? It's just too much for me. I got a lot going on. So I paintball, and it's a great workout. It's a great stress reliever. You get to run around and shoot other people. It's just an all-around great time.
Yeah. No. There are 2 forms: speedball and then woods ball. I like paintball, but that's a completely different level. So you're obviously doing so well that you can compete competitively. Now, do you travel?
So I haven't traveled. So like I said, there's a major event that comes to the East Coast up my way. So we try to do them, but my team does travel. I could do I would like to either go to Vegas or Texas this year, or maybe Florida, one of them. But it's a lot of money. It's not cheap. You know what I mean? This tournament's going to cost me over almost $1,500 to play in.
Wow.
So and it's really not a big prize to be taken home to where you'll make your money back, but it's more about like I won the NXL, you know what I mean? Like that's a huge thing to win. You play Friday and Saturday, and if you make it, you play on Sunday and you play on the pro field.
What do you think your chances are?
There's a lot of good teams. We're playing in a division lower this year. So, and we're playing a new game. It's called X-Ball. It's different than the game type we play that's raced at 2. Okay. So with that being translated, it's the format that we're playing now is like you run a point and you literally come off and you run a point again. Like it's a clock a 12-minute clock that just runs. Mm-hmm. And it's the first one to beat anybody by 4 points.
Oh, okay.
So it's critical and it's a lot to it. Practice every Sunday. It's
what I'm getting from this is if there's a zombie apocalypse, you're someone I want to be around.
Nah, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not allowed to own a gun. We'll just keep it there.
Okay.
I
But
just,
I don't think cars are guns. I'm just saying.
What did Turk tell you last week? There's two things you got to know how to do in Philadelphia: run and duck. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Just keep running and ducking, and you'll be all right.
That's probably why you're so good at paintball. You can dodge the paintballs.
Yeah, I run and duck. I'm pretty good at it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I like it. Okay. Now you said it'd be broadcast on Twitch, so you can plug that in just a bit here. So you stay busy with paintball. You said your son comes number one, and that you like to set things on fire because you get money.
I don't like to set things on fire.
No?
Other people set their house on fire because they can't. I don't know, because they can't cook sometimes. A lot of cooking fires.
There's a restaurant around here that happened to. It's very unfortunate.
So, well, you know, there's a lot of people that do what I do. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's a business that that's tragic, especially in Philadelphia, being from a city that's I would consider poor. You know what I mean? Seeing people lose their house and then literally lose everything and have their clothes on their back and say, I don't have any insurance. And I'm like, well, what do you mean you don't have any insurance? And they look at me dead in the face and they go, what would you have, insurance or food on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable expanding on that, how do you come into play then for all of that? What type of service or relief do you provide?
For somebody that don't have insurance, unfortunately, I'm not made of money, so I can't just afford to redo somebody's whole house or house them. I'm not, you know, in that department. So I try to, you know, get them the Red Cross or the Salvation Army, or, you know, there's a lot of stuff in the city of Philadelphia that try to help them with that. But unfortunately, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
No, and that makes sense. I guess for someone that you have been able to help, does anyone stick out in your mind? Is there a story that you're comfortable sharing that impacted you?
I mean, actually, the other day, it actually happened to me the other day in West Philly, and same situation. This young black lady was out front with her son. And he had no diaper. They went in and they pulled out diapers from the fire, and they were like all like, you know, like sooted up, smoke damage. So you couldn't put them on a toddler. So the toddler looked about my son's age. I asked her, you know, what size diapers are you? I went in my truck. I gave her some diapers and the wipes I had. You know what I mean? That's all I could really do. I can't do much more at that point. You know, so. You contact Red Cross, you know, in the city of Philadelphia. The Red Cross gives vouchers to fire victims that, you know, suffer and don't have insurance. They give them like a couple of hours to get some clothes, stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
It's tough, though. It's tough.
No, definitely. So, I mean, being in the line of work you do, I'm sure you face a lot of circumstances that most people aren't even aware exist for other people. So.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of headaches because the insurance company doesn't have these people's best interests at heart. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the insurance company is a business, and they're going to look out for the better interest of the insurance company, not after the homeowner that's been paying a premium for 20 years. You know what I mean? They say no, Bev, you know, I paid my insurance for 20 years. I never had a claim, but they always took care of me. Yeah, they took your money for 20 years, and now you're going to put a claim in, and they're going to shaft you all around. You know what I mean? Because they know, oh, the insurance company is going to take care of me. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. And then that's where I come in.
Awesome. Well, you're fighting the good fight. I like it.
I mean, it's a business, and it keeps the lights on, and I just strive to be a better person, you know?
Definitely. Okay. Well, you mentioned that you do the name game, and I'd like to shift it to a little bit of a lighter note, incorporate a game with you and have a little bit of fun. Are you down?
It's not the name game. It's ask questions.
Ask questions.
All right. So you can't answer the question. You can only respond with another question.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the game that you did with Turk.
No, I mean, me and Turk do that one too, and it gets a little crazy. And then Turk asks like, what goes on in the bedroom, and then the live takes a crazy turn, and we're talking about some stuff that happens after 10 o'clock when Turk's in my life.
We experienced a little bit of that last week. I got a text from my grandma. I got a text from her, honey, I wasn't embarrassed about anything you said.
It gets a little crazy. So, I mean, we have a good time, and a lot of people enjoy that, and they talk about it, and some people just feel comfortable talking about it.
All right. Well, funny story involving my grandma again, too. I have done the name game, or the question game, I'm sorry. I was in an improv group in high school, and I swore on stage on my grandma's birthday because I thought that I would have stumped my opponent. They came back quickly, and I went, fuck! And it was enough where it cut out, but it was still there.
On stage? In front of everybody?
Oh, in front of the whole school. My grandma was in the audience with my mom on her birthday.
Like this?
And the best reaction, and I hate to take away from your time, but the best reaction was not from any of the students or the parents. It was the director of the theater group. This was his reaction. And I could just see him clearly right down at the back of the room, monitoring everything, watching all of us do our thing. But put his hands in his face. And at that moment, he probably thought, I can never do any of these again. They will never trust us to do anything. But I just sat up. So anyway, this isn't about me. Let's do the Ask Questions game. Sure. Would you like to start out, or would you like me to start out?
Is that your grandpa's tie?
Ooh! I thought that I would have gotten you there, but did I?
Why is your hair so perfect?
Why is your mustache so well groomed?
Is your name Macaulay Culkin?
Is your name Senator McCain?
How long did it take you to do your backdrop?
When did you hang that flag?
Will I get my top badge now?
Would you like to have your top badge?
How old are you?
Are you surprised that I get that question often?
Do you love me yet?
One more time.
You answered.
I really.
You answered.
No, I really couldn't hear you.
You answered.
Ah! I even turned down the music. Fine.
I almost answered your answer. I almost did it. I almost said the same question. I was like, no, I can't do it. You were close.
All right. We can call that round one. Now, can we spice it up a bit? Is there a way to add a theme to it or make it more restrictive?
Only compliments.
Ah, I've got round two. All right, round three.
Yeah, you can't do that. You're a talk show host. I gotta answer that. That was cheating.
What was that, cheating?
I don't know. Was it?
Having a good time, Ben.
I'm always having a good time. You know what's funny? You know what, man? I was kind of nervous before I came on. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to everybody about it. Turk made fun of me, FaceTime me, was yelling at me, whatever. But it's honestly right now kind of like my chat on steroids. It's like everybody in here at once. So I'm having fun. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And that's round three. Thank you, Ben.
It's all right. I'll take the loss.
You took the L. I love it, dude. You're supposed
I'll take the loss. I appreciate it, Chris. Your time.
No, don't leave it. Don't leave it. So you said you go live every day. When, so specific is a morning, afternoon, specific time?
I do a lot of morning streams at work. So I'm usually at work in the afternoon, middle time, Eastern time. So it's probably like from anywhere from 8 in the morning to 3, or sometimes in here, when I don't have my son and I don't have nothing to do, I'll come in here, have a couple beers, talk to everybody and chill. So you can just catch me whenever.
Cool. And then VidCon, I heard it's not on your radar. Are you potentially thinking about playlists?
I was thinking about VidCon. I was going to drag my friend Turk with me, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing it. And since I don't have a top badge, I don't really, feel the urge to go more so. But playlist, I'm down for playlists.
Awesome. Let's do it. Anything else that you'd like to share before you go?
I want to say I love everybody that came out to see me, all my supporters, everybody. Chris, thanks for having me. Meet me. Everyone, I appreciate you.
That was a great time.
Have a great show, Chris. I'll be here.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. I had fun. If you did not fave Bev, please give him a fave. That was a very memorable segment. I liked it. That was a good one. I hope you all liked that. Please give Bev a favorite. If you've not favorited No Bro World, who was on first, he was chilling in the comments, or his boy, make sure that you give them some love. Give them a favorite if you like the content. There he is right there. Great people. I'll say it again. Normally, I do not break interviews to address gifts or anything like that. But thank you so much to everyone who's gifted. Thank you so much to everyone who's come and visited. Now, for our last guest tonight, I'm having you request that Bax. He is the dumbest of the daddies. Okay, he's very smooth. If you know anything about him. Everyone, please, for our final guest tonight, make a little warm welcome for the one and only Dom Daddy Joe. Look at you, sir. I like this.
Clean up,
You cleaned up. Yeah. You got the suit, the tie on, you got the lights. It's suited up. So I like this.
Of course, I got to do it for you, man. Thank you for having me on here, though.
Oh, I'm excited. You're definitely a favorite of many people on Meet Me, and I know you and I have gotten to know each other a little bit better over the past few weeks. So I'm excited to get to know you even more. For the people who haven't met you before, can you give them a little bit of an idea of where you're from and how long you've been on the app?
Well, I'm Dom Daddy Joe. Here I've been on the app for just over a year now. I started early May of last year. Mm-hmm. And just this upcoming Saturday will be 1 year that I've had my top badge.
Really?
So yeah, that'll be a lit stream, hopefully. 1 year we're celebrating that. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy long year, but it doesn't feel that long at the same time.
Yeah.
But I live here in Texas, East Texas. So
yeah, a little bit of the accent, a little bit of the twang.
I've lived in Texas way too damn long. I'm not originally from here. I moved to Texas as a kid.
Okay.
But I don't claim to be Texan. I just live here,
Yeah. A little bit of it rubbed off. So prior to you doing streaming and and congrats on the 1 year streaming. I mentioned earlier, there's a high turnaround for streamers. So congrats on sticking to it. Before streaming though, what kept you busy? I mean, even if you want to take it back to high school, who was high school Joe?
Who was high school Joe?
High school Joe.
High school Joe was doing a lot of different things. Be real, I wasn't the most popular kid in school. Not really the same type of person. I wasn't as outgoing, but I was into a lot of different things, a lot of different sports and activities, clubs, and all that. Like I did football, I did track and field. I was in choir all 4 years.
Okay.
I did some musicals, student council, prom committee, stuff like that.
So you kept busy.
Yeah, did a lot of different things.
You mentioned choir and all that, so we'll get into that in just a little bit here. But have you had a passion or interest in musicals and music most of your life?
Yeah, it always has been passion for me, singing and stuff, which, the Unstoppable Idol didn't go my way. That was my fault. I definitely choked this past week, but I'll be back for season 9. But yeah, I always love to sing, you know, in my downtime when I'm not doing anything. I used to sing a lot more in my life when I first started. I haven't really done it as much just because a lot of different things going on too. So.
Sure. So you did high school, and then what ended up happening after? What ended up? I need to enunciate. What ended up happening after high school? Did you end up choosing to do work? Did you have an interest in doing something creative? What was the path after?
Yeah, after high school, like I was just working pretty much, and then I took a semester off. Like didn't go to college, and then I went to college in the spring, and then worked. And then halfway through my semester in the fall, I dropped out and I joined the Navy.
Oh.
So when did that, had boot camp in North Chicago area, and then I got stationed in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor.
Wow. When did you decide that you wanted to do the Navy? That's a pretty big life choice to do something like that.
Well, it was just I didn't want to be one of those guys that, you know, stayed in the town that, you know, he grew up in and around in that area. And I want to eat something to just get away, you know, pretty much. I used it as a thing to get away from everything. But I ended up, you know, liking it and, you know, traveling and, you know, the job I had signed up for and everything, I ended up liking it. So I met a lot of people in the service and still have a lot of friends in.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for doing that very much. So you go to Hawaii. A lot of people go to there to vacation. Were you able to enjoy it? Was being in Hawaii so bad?
Oh yeah, of course. I partied way too much.
Yeah.
Like my ship, I was on CG-70 Lake Erie, and my ship, it was like the prestige ship of the fleet. We didn't go out that much. We would most of the time go out once a month, like go out Monday, shoot off a couple test missiles, and then come back Friday, like once a month, you know? So we still had the weekend, and like, hell, I was partying like, you know, 6 days a week pretty much in Hawaii.
Not to downplay it, but your Navy experience was shooting some missiles, staying in Hawaii, and partying 6 days a week?
Pretty much.
Okay. So, the Navy is totally advertising their gig wrong because it's the Marines. They have the sword and they're like valor, dignity, Marines. You know, it's like I feel like the Navy should just have a cut to you like on a beach with a bottle, being like, "Go shoot some missiles tomorrow," and it's like fired off missiles. Like, come on.
I just got lucky, I think, with my command and where I was stationed at, like just the way it was, and everyone out there, all the guys I was with. I mean, they party too. So
how long were you in the Navy?
I was only in for 2 years because at the time, not trying to get political or anything, but like at the time they were cutting the military pretty much in half. And this was 2011. I got out. And they told a lot of guys they either had to change jobs or get out because a lot of people, they couldn't re-enlist in the same job and all that. Even some of the guys, I saw it firsthand, some of the guys on my ship were the best at their job and they couldn't even re-enlist in that rate. So I saw an early way to get out. It started getting very, very political, and the hierarchy, just, I love the job I signed up for. You know, I love serving, but just everything else the Navy was throwing into that just wasn't for me. I couldn't see a career out of it for me per se. So.
And I did make light of your experience. Were there any challenges? Was there? I mean, obviously the boot camp portion of it. Was there anything difficult about those 2 years?
No, boot camp. I'll be real. Boot camp with the Navy is easy. Like seriously, it's real easy.
Here, Joe.
I'm just being real. Now, if it was like Army or Marines, that, you know, that's a lot different. But Navy, yeah, it was a breeze for me. I had, to be honest, when I joined, I had issue with authority. You know.
Okay.
So growing up, I had a stepdad that was a Green Beret and drill sergeant in the 70s. So growing up with him, me and him would always clash. So he was very surprised when I was joining the service. He's like, "You're gonna have a hard time with all those, with everyone yelling at you and stuff. I'm like, nah, but hell, but I got through it.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens when you get out of the Navy then?
Well, when I got out, when I got out, I moved back to Texas, moved back in with my parents. But as I was in, I met a girl. She was from Australia, and she was there on holiday or their vacation, in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. So we met and started talking and started getting serious. So she was a flight attendant. So every 3 months she would come visit me, and even when I moved back to Texas, she did. So we did that for about a year and a half, long distance, and then I moved to Australia from Texas.
Wow.
So I was out there for 6 months in Australia, and I loved that. I loved Australia. I wish I could go back.
How long ago was that you lived in Australia?
2012 into 2013 for 6 months.
Okay. What was Australia like? I mean, you said you liked it enough that you wish you could still be there. So what did you like about it?
Just the climate. It was so nice. I was there like right by Sydney. I was like a 5-minute walk from the beach in a town called Cronulla. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. The weather, the people were nice. They, generally they loved Americans. As far as everyone I knew, as long as you weren't a dick, they loved Americans.
Yeah.
So, had a lot of good friends out there. I worked with a lot of people there on work visas from different countries. So I got to meet a lot of different kinds of cultures and people.
Yeah. That's really neat. I think you've had an opportunity to live and be stationed in many places. So you've accomplished quite a bit, being the power that you have. Now, when do you come back to the States?
Moved back to the States. It was in spring 2013.
Okay.
On my way, on my way back, it was crazy. Like me and my girlfriend at the time, we broke up. It wasn't working out. So ironically, her dad was a pilot too. So I guess
everybody flies planes and shoots missiles and
flew me home, ironically, her dad flew me home. After we broke up.
You broke up and her dad flew you home?
Yeah,
privately, or you just so happened to be on the same plane?
I was on the same plane. Yeah.
Oh wow. So did you pass by him like
and I saw him, shook his hand and all that, but at the time he thought I was just going back to visit family. He didn't know that.
Oh no.
So it wasn't until I was back home that he found out.
He's like, wait, with him, you well, you dodged the bullet there. That's hilarious though. Who would imagine that?
But then for a couple months I lived in California with my brother, worked with him. He did a lot of maintenance for Jack in the Boxes out there, so I worked with him.
Sure.
And I moved back to Texas. So East Texas. That's when I moved back to East Texas.
So when do you download Meet Me? I mean, how does Meet Me even come into play with all this?
Well, I had been on Meet Me, ever since it was my yearbook, on and off, years off, years on, stuff like that. And then, I got into a long relationship. So I was off of it. And then I got back on when we broke up last April, but I didn't start streaming until early May. And then I saw that there was live streaming on here. I was like, what is this? I was like, this is totally new. I was like, so I started going into, some nearby, looking at them, and they're just kind of like, so, and I made a few friends, from it. I never got on this app to look for a relationship or look for, anything serious or, not even like a hookup or anything like that. I just got on to make friends and, see what it was about. Yeah. So, and then there was a girl, first live stream I ever went into, we're still good friends. Her name is Shelby. She's one of my, if she doesn't stream anymore, she got kids and been working a lot. And then first Top Badge stream I ever went into, which me and her are really good friends still, is LA, Liddy Titty. You know her?
I've heard the phrase before. I'm not sure. No.
But yeah, I just kind of fell in love with it. I just started looking at so many different streams and see what worked for them, and then see what I can take to incorporate into my stream. And I just love talking to people pretty much. So.
Yeah, and it's been a fit because you've done it for a long time. What
I had that I would even be a top badge. Like I was one when I started. I was looking at all these top badges on streaming and all that. I'm like, they got millions of diamonds. I'm like, that'll never be me. I won't hit 100,000 diamonds. I won't hit 1,000 fans. Like that was me telling myself that when I first started. I was like, that'll never be me. And then it just blew up after the first like couple weeks of streaming. It blew up. I was like surprised.
What would you say to people who are thinking that exact same thing? Because many people come in here who do think that way. They say, oh, I like watching the streamers. I like making friends on here. But I try and do my own stream and it's dead. So
yes.
What would you say to someone who is feeling that way or is experiencing that?
I tell them that they come to my live and ask me like, how do you do it? And I tell them just don't give up, like stay true to yourself. Don't give up. Talk to everyone that comes to your stream. I used to my stream be slow. Like when I first started, I'm talking like, 10 views the first hour. Like call out everyone that comes into your live, even if they don't talk, be like, next viewer come in, be like, hey, what's up? So-and-so, this was before they would show like, hey, so-and-so joined the stream, I would be like, call them out, like be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Don't be so overbearing with people. I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for diamonds. And I tell people just don't give up, go into as many streams as you can, talk to as many people as you can. It's a networking. It's a lot of networking. So get to know people and
Have you had the opportunity to meet anyone from on the app?
I have. I've met 39 streamers.
Wow.
All people I have seen live, and 4 of them being top badges as well.
So which top badges have you met?
I've met Ashley, Fly Girl. I've met Confessions of a Side Piece. I've met Busy Bee. She's a former top badge. And also Victoria, Team Crazies. She lives here in Texas as well.
Okay, yeah. Do you have any plans to go to VidCon or Playlist?
I do. I do have plans going to VidCon. Nothing has been confirmed yet as far as flight and all that, but I am planning on going to VidCon and for sure Playlist next year. I think it's to go this year with Playlist.
If you go to either of those, you're gonna blow out of the water the number of people you've been with.
I know. I'm so excited too.
I think it was me or it may have been Charismatic who said it, but we were having a party at Playlist. And what was the number? Who was at that party? I think it was upwards of 16, 17 top badges in the room together. Really cool. Having, like you've experienced, people from all over the country and even the world all together in one place. So I think it's definitely cut out for someone like you who likes building relationships and traveling.
Yeah, and I try to get along with everyone. I don't hold grudges. I don't hate anyone on the ad. I always look like positive vibes, nothing but that. No drama.
Yeah. So I guess if someone were to come to your stream, can you build on that a little bit? If someone comes to Dom Daddy Joe's live stream, what can they expect to see?
Come to my live. No matter who you are, you can be top badge, brand new to the app. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to everyone. Like I said, there's nothing but positive vibes in my live. I have music playing. Sometimes I'll sing. Sometimes I'll dance. A lot of people have seen me dance. Probably got screen recordings of that. They're somewhere on YouTube too, so I know that.
Yeah.
But bunch, chill. Talk about anything that goes on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's not even just people joining your live stream. You, as you mentioned, have joined Idol's live stream as a contestant. So do you want to tell everyone a little bit about how you got involved with that and what you did.
Well, with Idols, I've always wanted to be on the Unstoppable Idol. I didn't really watch the first few seasons coming in. It wasn't until the season 6, right before All Stars, that I really started watching it. And I was like, I really want to do this, so give it a chance. I've given American Idol a chance. That didn't work out, might as well, you never know. So I tried Unstoppable Idol. It was a lot of fun hearing everyone, getting to know more people from that live, the different contestants. But I'll be back for that season 9 for sure.
That's really cool. So you're a singer. You like to sing. Yeah. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to start gearing up in your mind, if you'd like to sing something later on tonight, I'm not gonna stop you. But if tonight's not the night, that's fine too. I'm not gonna put you on that spot. But I would like to ask you, do you have any influencers or people that you look up to as artists? Anyone that you take inspiration from?
Take inspiration from pretty much everyone. I look up to everyone because everyone that if you're bringing positivity to me, I'm looking up to you. No matter, even if you're newer than me, I'm still looking up to everyone in a way that
I meant like performers, like musical artists, because you're a singer.
For singers, like as far as similarities, like Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, James Arthur, Nick Jonas, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or Brad Paisley, country, different artists I love,
Definitely not bad artists to model after, yeah. Okay, so I guess what's the long-term plan for you? Do you have anything else planned outside of Meet Me? Is there anything that you're excited for?
Outside of Meet Me, nothing really planned. Eventually one day I would love to go back to school for kinesiology is what my dream would be. But with that, it takes a lot of time and money, and also some people may not know. I get it all the time, but like, I didn't know this about you. I have kids as well. I have 2 kids, a 3-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son. So they are my world. I love them, most definitely. And so I have them as well. So with everything going on with their lives and everything, it's hard to, pursue certain things.
Yeah.
Especially with money, money, I'm a broke bitch, so.
Well, Meet Me helps a little bit, yeah? So,
a little bit.
Can help a little bit, cool. Is there anything else that you'd like to share or talk about before we start to wrap up here?
No, nothing really. Just like I said, if you come to my live, guys, like just nothing but positivity, no drama. I don't talk about drama. If someone wants to bring up drama and be like, hey, you could DM me, but not in the live, so.
When do you go live? If someone wants to follow you, so everyone, if you like the content of this conversation and you enjoy talking with Joe or hearing the conversation with Joe, please give me a favorite. But when can people see you if they'd like to?
I go live every day. It kind of depends, a lot of times, but I try to go live by midnight Eastern. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes it's like, 1 or 2 o'clock a.m. Eastern.
So late.
By midnight Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Great. And people can catch you singing on it. So
yeah.
If that's something you want to do before you go. Otherwise, we can shove it, and you all can catch Joe singing. So, yeah. Basically, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about or share?
No, if you guys want to follow me, in my bio, I have my Instagram and my TikTok. Mm-hmm. Thinking about making more TikTok videos, more upcoming. So that'll be all. Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
Definitely. But, yeah. All right. Very, very good, man. I appreciate you jumping on. It was good talking with you.
All right. Was that it?
Yeah, unless there was anything else that you'd like to share about. I feel yeah, I mean that half hour really flew by, but we started like early 20s ish, mid 20s. So yeah, I mean 20, 30, yeah. I mean unless you'd like to sing, or we can do a game. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the game. I'll be honest, I thought you were gonna sing. So so we can do a game instead, because I shouldn't have assumed, and I don't want to put you on the spot like that. So yeah, let's do the game. Let's do the game.
Okay, sure.
All right. So for this one, I don't know if you saw it last week, but I love it. It's an easy to play game that Turk brought to my attention, and it's all you do is name something in the category that starts with the letter that's picked. So first person to drop some roses, or I don't know, a love bear, whatever, you can pick the letter, and the next person to drop roses or love bear, thank you, low key boo, you get to pick a letter. Pick your letter. That easy. B. Okay, next person, and low-key booted, you can do it too. Next person to drop a love bear, Chrissy. Thanks for the love bear. Thanks, Chrissy. Pick a category. Could be like things at Walmart, musical groups, plants, animals.
Start with the letter. Huh?
Drum roll, Chrissy. All right, maybe. She's in my. Okay, we got the letter B. Let's go ahead and go with things at Walmart. Honors are on you, sir. Go ahead and start.
Okay. Bats.
Baloney.
Shit. Balls.
what did you say?
Balls.
Balls. Okay, we'll accept it. Bottled water.
Bananas.
Botanical books.
I said botanical books. Basso.
Band-Aids.
Boxes.
Okay. Bring Me the Horizon albums.
What? Balloons.
Bags.
Batteries.
Boys.
Bikes. You say boys?
You find little boys and grown boys at the Walmart. Bratwurst.
Bibs.
Binkies.
Boxers.
Bongs.
Baseballs.
Big League Chew.
Beta fish.
Get those comments up, Joe. A bicycle.
I said bikes.
Okay, that round goes to you. Good job. All right. Round one's you. We'll do best of three.
Okay.
Here we go. So, you said clothing. Okay, so Chrissy picks clothing. So clothing, we'll do clothing brand or something to do with clothing. Okay, so something to do with clothing. Oh, Audrey, what letter should we do, Audrey? Audrey, you pick the letter. T. All right. Something that deals with clothing that starts with a T. You went first last time. I'll go first this time. Tie.
T-shirt.
Tourniquet. Does that count? You wear a tourniquet, right? You wear it.
Thong.
You wear it. Audrey says yes. You said thong. All right. Tiara.
Toe socks.
Timberlands.
Trousers.
Tank top.
Tights.
Training pants.
Turtleneck.
Okay. Tommy Hilfiger.
Tuxedo.
Tutu.
Tutu. Tennis shoes.
Tracksuit.
Trousers.
Turban.
Turban.
Mhm.
I'm lost.
You lost?
I'll give you that one.
Round three then. Round three. All right. One more time. We need a letter from the audience. Go and throw it out. A letter. All right. Low key boo. Give us a letter. E. All right. And then someone give us a category. Edible food. Movies? All right, yeah, movies. All right. Oh, hang on. Oh, Audrey's picking again. Hang on. All right, Audrey, what's the category?
So it's E.
Animals that start with W. I went first last time. Go ahead.
Animals that start with W.
Yes.
Wallaby.
Walrus.
Werewolf.
Wolf.
Water buffalo.
Wildebeest.
Whale.
Wombat.
Warthog.
Wolverine.
Worms.
You got me. Good job, Joe. Wallaby. I should have said wallaby. That's right. I worked at Outback Steakhouse.
First thing I said was wallaby.
No, was it? Oh, well, then you got me. Good job, Joe. Thanks for coming on, man. I had a good time with you.
Man, anytime.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, everyone make sure that you favorite Joe. Have a good one.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
Daddy out. Daddy out. All right. Before everyone takes off, it's time that we announce who's on next week. Right on. So, subject to change, because recently there have been some change ups, but as far as I know, these people are locked in. All right. Next week, who do you think's gonna be on the show? Who do you think's gonna be on? Well, before we announce that, special thank you to Audrey, Big Fingers, and Tatted, aka Mike, on everything that they did for us tonight. Special thank you to No Bro World. Special thank you to Beth, and special thank you to Dom Daddy Joe. Not only just them, but all of their supporters and the people who like them and viewing their streams. Thank you so much. If it's your first time coming to this live stream, it's a pleasure to meet you. On that note, next week, Aubrey is beautiful. Yes, Aubrey is. Next week is Bree, Rafiki, and Daddy J. So, one more time. Next week is Bree, Rafiki, and Daddy J. So, I hope all of you come next week. It's been a pleasure as always. If you missed the announcements, make sure that you check the banner. Tune in tomorrow for Talent Team Thursday. No, there's 2 top badges. Bree is a top badge. Right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, Bree and Daddy J. Yeah. If order of appearance matters to you, Daddy J is first, followed by Rafiki, and then Bree. So, I had a great time with you all. If this is your first time watching, please come back and check things out. This format's a little bit differently than how I conduct the other live streams. As far as announcements went, as I did mention, there is the save the date for VidCon, so make sure that if you plan to go to VidCon that you register and you get back to Aubrey. The first day of summer contest hasn't gone on yet. Friday, June 21st. I'm canceled. Friday, June 21st is the first day. Hey, what's up, Carmen? Thank you so much for coming back. I was practicing my look for my show tomorrow. Oh, Carmen! I did not announce that. Carmen has a show, everyone. It has not been debuted or announced yet. So if you're breaking it here, thanks, Carmen. But Carmen has a show. After this, you can check out The Idol restreams. Thank you, Rishi. It's nice to meet you. Oh, well, good job, Carmen. And then best streamer setup contest has been going on all week. Ends Friday. Friday also kicks off the weekend contest. So much love to all of you very much. If you'd like to get in contact with me, if you'd like to be on the show. So if you're saying to yourself, I'm a streamer, I want people to know about my live stream. If you want to get featured, if you would like to be part of the show, please send me a message on Instagram. I'd love to talk with you. I'd be very thankful for any interest that any of you have. So until next time, everyone, my name's Chris. That's my Instagram right there. I will see you all tomorrow. Much love. Take care. I'll see you.